Okay, I know I said I'll make a video on numbers last episode, but I just realized you guys don't know how to use particles, so I'll quickly go over them. So those in the back who didn't pay attention in middle school English are probably wondering, what even are particles? Well, they're words like are, am, is, was, were to. You know, words that means nothing unless paired with something. So I'll quickly go over them, but in Japanese. Let's go through alphabetical order because I can't think of any other way of listing them aside from a tier list. Ka, when put at the end of a noun, means or. So like when somebody says this or that, in Japanese it would be kore ka are. Easy, right? Also, if you use ka at the end of a question like kore de ii no ka, it means like you sure you're good with that? Ikaga desu ka? Nomimasu ka? Ga is kind of hard to explain. It means to get something. It's a particle you would use to explain change. For example, like when a vase gets smashed, you would say kabin ga warechatta. Or when a show starts, you would say bangumi ga hajimatta. That's not all though. It also means is in a way to explain something's connection to something. I like sushi. お寿司が好きです。あいつがやったんだ。違う。俺がやったんだ。Da is a particle you would use to emphasize the noun you're referring to. In the clip, Rodorora da, Dio uses the particle da to emphasize the rodorora. De is what you would use for by or with or at. For example, これでいいのか? You okay with this? 図書館で勉強した。これで終わりだ。I guess what connects these examples together is that de refers to something else. To is what you would use when you're listing something. This and that will be kore to are. Kimi to issho. Kanojo to kenka. Na or ne kinda shouldn't be here, but I'll include it anyway. You use this at the end of a sentence for confirmation. これでいいよね。うまくないね。ね. Nah exerts the same energy as ne, but you could put it at the start or the end of a sentence. It's also like 60% masculine, so use it with masculine energy. Nah, つまんねえだろ. Ni is what you would use for when you're referring to a time or space you could be at. 日本に行きます。3時に出かける。駅に乗ります。家に and then whatever. No is what you would use for when you're referring to someone's possession. 俺の名前はあの人の気持ち。狐の悪魔. Ha is like ga except for two things. In particle form, it's pronounced wa. And second, it basically acts the same as is and am. あいつはバカ。俺は待ってる。君は心の妻だから. He is like ni except for two things. In particle form, it's pronounced e. And second, it puts more emphasis on the destination part. City, town, country. These are all valid ways of using this particle. But it's improper to say sanji e dekakeru or basu e norimasu. So just imagine e literally means heading towards. Mo is a little complicated. It just means also or to, like in ore mo, Johnny mo kutta, and etc. And when you attach mo to a verb, it means even if slash can, pronoun, verb. So like 送っても平気、遊んでもいい、潰しても飲む. Trust me, I still don't know what an adjective is, but I still think this is the best way of explaining it. And finally, o is a particle you use for when you do an action. サッカーを遊ぶ、ポスターを貼る、ジョニーを蹴る. Yeah, that's pretty much 95% of all particle knowledge. What you may notice when talking with a native Japanese speaker is that they may skip some particles. That's because sometimes it's unnecessary saying those particles because A, the sentence already implies the use of the particle, or B, why should I? It's unnecessarily. Any Spanish people in the audience? You know how you or your familia should be saying nosotros tenemos or los chicos, but they just say tenemos que hablar de Kevin? Well, why do you do it? That's right, because it's a waste of energy. When you repeat a language over and over for decades, you're just bound to skip over some implied stuff, and that's no different for Japanese. So, to my audience, you can also be casual once you get used to speaking it enough. Anyways, that's it. Thank you for watching. I mean, the script makes sense to me, but it might not be for you. If you have questions, just leave them in the comment and I'll answer them. I'll definitely get to 100% of the comments because I averaged like 20 views. All right, children, see ya. This video took too long to make and it's 5 minutes. It's 5 minutes long. Holy shit.